The KSHB 41i team is learning more about Catholic High School's newly named president. Now, he's never faced criminal charges. However, he was part of a sexual abuse lawsuit years ago. Investigator Sarah Plake tells us now a support group for survivors of abuse in the Catholic Church. That group's calling for more transparency.
I am a Bishop Miege graduate, and so I recently received a tip that the new incoming president of Bishop Miege High School in Roland Park has faced allegations of sexual abuse. Phil Banowitz is coming to Miege from Mauer Hill Mount Academy in Atchison, but the allegations stem from his time as a youth minister in Mesa, Arizona, decades ago. Bishop Miege High School is standing by its decision to hire a new president with allegations of sexual abuse in his past. The I-team learned about these allegations in late July and reached out to the school for more answers. Phil Banowitz, hired this year as Miege's president, was named as a defendant in a sexual abuse civil lawsuit in 2005. The victim who filed the lawsuit said the sexual abuse happened in the mid-'80s when he was a teenager. The victim accused Banowitz and a priest that Banowitz was closely affiliated with of sexually abusing him more than once. The victim accuses another priest of watching and knowing about the abuse and doing nothing. The lawsuit alleges the abuse happened while the victim was at St. Timothy's Catholic Parish in Mesa, Arizona, and while he was part of the Life Teen Youth Ministry Group. Life Teen is based out of St. Timothy's. Banowitz is one of the founding leaders of Life Teen. The case was set to go to trial in 2007, but the Catholic Church of the Diocese of Phoenix, also a defendant, agreed to settle the lawsuit. The victim then dropped the suit. In its June 30th announcement of Banowitz's new position, Bishop Miege did not mention his time in Arizona. But in mid-July, Banowitz wrote an introductory letter to families sharing information about himself. In it, he says he's had to go through a, quote, false allegation. Banowitz says that somebody made up a story about him and that he had to endure the persecution. He doesn't say what he was accused of, but that he was, quote, exonerated. We want to be clear. Banowitz was never charged with the crime relating to the allegations in the lawsuit. The I-team confirmed that the Archdiocese of Kansas City and Kansas and Bishop Miege High School were and are aware of these allegations. A spokesperson with the Archdiocese said the allegations, quote, were discussed openly by Mr. Banowitz during the hiring process. They say Banowitz has emphatically denied any allegations of wrongdoing throughout. We reached out to Bishop Miege for comment. School officials referred us to the Archdiocese's statement, which said the school went through an in-depth vetting process when hiring Mr. Banowitz, which included interviews, a criminal background check, and talking to work and personal references. Ultimately, according to the Archdiocese, Bishop Miege's Board of Trustees made the decision to hire Banowitz over other candidates who applied. After the I-team began asking questions about Banowitz's background, the interim president of Miege sent out another, more detailed announcement to families on August 1st. It says the school takes the allegations very seriously. Through its vetting process, including talking with former employers who also looked into the allegations, Miege administration says they concluded Banowitz was falsely accused. They say Banowitz is in compliance with the Archdiocese's code of conduct. The Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, or SNAP, reached out to us about Banowitz's background, saying they heard about it from a concerned member of the community. David Closey, SNAP's director for Missouri, says Archbishop Naumann should be more transparent.
If he's convinced this man is innocent, let's have an open public meeting and let him tell his side of it. Let people ask questions. That seems to be such a minimal request, especially of a church official who, again, has pledged over and over again that he'll be transparent and open when it comes to abuse cases.
We have spoken with families connected to Miege who say they're concerned with this new information, but they are not comfortable talking on camera. One parent told us in a statement, quote, "The letter does little to ease my concern. It's very important that we know who they're spending time with. I'm not sure what we will do with this new information." The school said Banowitz plans to meet with faculty on August 15th and with students on August 23rd. We reached out to Banowitz directly for comment, and he has not responded yet. We've also reached out to the victim who filed the lawsuit, and we have not heard back. For the I-team, I'm Sarah Plake.